Good morning. Welcome to the second day of the SEC and CFTC's joint meetings on harmonization of market regulation. We're very pleased to welcome everybody to the SEC's headquarters, and I'm, of course, extremely pleased to be again joined by Chairman Gensler and my fellow commissioners from the SEC and the CFTC. I want to take this opportunity to thank our distinguished panelists who are with us today to share their insights, advice, and recommendations on many important topics. And I also want to thank, again, the staffs of the SEC and the CFTC for your extraordinary work in organizing these joint meetings. Yesterday, during our first day of the joint hearings, we heard from 3 separate panels that discussed a broad range of issues, including the regulation of exchanges and markets, clearance and settlement, margin requirements, and the regulation of intermediaries. Chairman Gensler is going to highlight for us in a moment a number of the areas of particular focus. I would note that we had very good debate and discussion, I think in particular, on the product approval process at both of the agencies, the need for international coordination, margin issues and portfolio margining in particular, the one-pot, two-pot debate, and insider trading as well. So I'm looking forward to some more discussion on those issues today and, of course, on a host of new issues. So today we will continue the discussion of harmonization with a panel on enforcement and investors' rights and remedies, followed by a panel that will focus on the regulation of pooled investment vehicles. Again, public input will help inform both agencies on where harmonization may be needed and how it may be achieved, where potential gaps exist and how they should be addressed, and where there may be potential overlap. I am confident that the insight we gained from yesterday's discussion and will gain from today's discussion will help the SEC and CFTC make progress on the goals expressed in the administration's white paper as we seek to build a common framework for market regulation. I would like again to welcome and thank our distinguished panelists for their participation and contributions to our efforts. The insights that you provide today will be extremely valuable to us as we go forward in this initiative. And with that, let me turn it over to Chairman Gensler.